You can use PearDeck in Google Slides to make your presentation more interactive. So in order to use PearDeck, you need to go to Add-ons and choose PearDeck for Google Slides and open it. You will then get this sidebar that opens up, and this is the key, this is the tool that you need to use to create the interactive presentation. So for example, if I want my students to um, maybe select what is a good response, I can create a new slide and I can add text and ask a question of my students. For example, what can we do to handle cyberbullying? And then I can give them a few options. So maybe I want to use some shapes. I'm just going to put some bubbles in here and edit my text. And I'm just going to copy this, Control C, so that I can give them a few options and just change my text in here. So then I can choose which of these or how I want them to respond. So let's just say I just want to get a pulse on what people are thinking. Maybe if they were just listening to this one small tidbit, I can choose this draggable. And when I choose this draggable, it allows the students to place a color dot on one of the choices. So you can add, maybe you want them to respond more than once, maybe in a different color, and update the slide. So when I'm presenting, and I'll show you how to present in a minute, they will see this question and they will be able to place dots in one of these circles. You can see down here, you get this special little toolbar. Do not change the toolbar. And it tells you that students can drag the icons, a red circle or a blue circle, onto one of these shapes. I'll share another example. Maybe you want to give them multiple choice. Again, I will put the slide here and I am going to ask them which of these impacts our ability to use copyright material. And then when I choose choice, again from our PearDeck taskbar, I can add in our response. Uh, Maybe I just have two choices. I just want them to pick from one of those two. I'm going to delete that blank one. You can always add more here, but I update my slide. And again, you will see all of this when we go into presentation mode in a minute. But again, down here, it gives me that PearDeck bar. It tells me that students are going to choose an option on this one. To share the presentation and make sure it's interactive, you actually have to share by using the PearDeck toolbar here. So the start lesson, you cannot use this share button like you normally would use. You must use this start lesson here. So when we click that start lesson, it's telling you it's either going to be student paced or instructor led. So if you're doing this during your Google Meet and it's live, you can choose the instructor paced activity and it will go into your presentation. Just works its little magic to make sure that it's interactive. So once it's all loaded up, your students will see this joinpd.com and they will enter this user code. So while you are sharing this slide showing the joinpd.com and the code, students will actually go to joinpd, enter that code, and join the room. And it will take them in, and they will be seeing your presentation. So as after all of your students have joined, as you move through your slides and are having your discussion, the students will be moving through right along with you. So now I'm looking from the student's perspective and they can just drag their dots wherever they want to. So then, again, you'll continue through your slides. And when they get to your question, which of these impacts our ability to use copyright material, here's what they will see on their screen. Which of these? Here's the question. And then they will select the correct answer. And again, you will just move along from there. If you want to have a discussion about the student responses, using your toolbar on your screen, you can choose Show Responses, and it will show the student responses. So when you're done talking, you can hide those responses and just continue on.